Hi, my name is Amit Gandhi. I'm a senior manager at Rackspace, and I'm here to introduce OpenStack Poppy to you. So just an overview of Poppy. It's a multi-tenant REST API. We do CDN service provisioning. So that means talking to CDN providers out there, such as Akamai, Edgecast, Fastly, MaxCDN, etc., and working with their APIs to provision your CDN. We also integrate with Keystone and Designate, Keystone for authentication, Designate to set up your DNS records. You can find us on the web at www.poppycdn.org, and we are also on IRC Freenode at OpenStack Poppy. So just some history about Poppy. We started at Rackspace working on this in June 2014. This was just after the Atlanta OpenStack Summit. We are still in development, and you can find our code on StackForge. We're targeting to be production ready sometime in early 2015. So the Poppy team consists of myself. I'm the technical lead on Poppy. We have Malini Kamalambo, who's a software developer and test, Tony Tan, Obal Pati, Chala, and Megan Wolford. We also have a contributor from Hewlett-Packard who has recently joined the project, and we're looking for plenty of contributors, so feel free to join the team and help us out. It's an exciting project. So there's a lot of challenges with CDN today. As you can see by the logos here, there are many CDN vendors. This is only some of them. There's hundreds more. So the big challenge is vendor lock-in. If you are a customer using a CDN provider, you get tied to their APIs, you get tied to their contracts. It's very hard to move on later as things change, as business requirements change, etc. They also have a lot of different APIs. They offer the same functionality, but like a lot of it is like the way you interact with the APIs are different. The contracts are different. Some CDN providers offer like different features that sets them apart from other providers, but largely what a lot of customers want are the basic feature set, which is what Poppy wants to address. So the Poppy mission is to provide a generic vendor-neutral API that wraps provisioning instructions for CDN vendors that support it. So what are the benefits to OpenStack? So we sit above the other services. A lot of customers, they will put assets in their compute, Nova, or their Swift storage. They'll run a load balancer. They'll run Designate to set a DNS record against their application. So the next step that naturally occurs for customers is to introduce CDN. They want to reduce the load on their infrastructure. And so by introducing Poppy as an OpenStack project kind of exposes this functionality to a lot of customers there. Poppy will break vendor lock-in, as I mentioned, and it's going to abstract away the complex CDN APIs. So this is a high-level architecture. It's very similar to how a lot of other OpenStack projects are architected. User consumes a RESTful API. That API does authentication through Keystone. It has its own database where it stores configuration data. It'll map to CDN providers that you plug in, who will then store their content on their own edge network. We also talk to DNS. In the OpenStack world, there'll be Designate, and that's how the operator can set up their own CNAMEs to the CDN provider. The user just then needs to CNAME to the cloud operator, and all the rest is magic. So just doing a little deeper dive into the architecture. So we are based on the stevedore driver model. We are building the transport driver to be Pecan, similar to many other OpenStack projects. We've got a manager driver who glues all the other pieces together, and so they'll talk to storage. Right now we're building Cassandra. During Kilo we're going to build SQL Alchemy. It'll talk to provider extensions which are pluggable. So if you're a CDN provider and want to participate in Poppy, you can just build your own provider extension. Will help you and be part of this ecosystem. And then the DNS driver. So for the DNS driver, we're building towards Rackspace's Cloud DNS product as well as OpenStack Designate. Once the provider extensions I called, they'll proxy calls over to the CDN provider itself, to their RESTful APIs, and then from then on, the end customer will just hit the CDN provider network. So who's participating so far? CDN and CloudFront today. So if Australia, for example, like the providers in DNS, a lot more resilient. And so for queue integration, we plan to integrate with the Oslo messaging as well as the car. So if you want to contribute to Poppy, we are on Freenode under the hashtag OpenStack Poppy. We hold weekly meetings every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's 4 p.m. Standard Time now. You can find the details on the OpenStack meeting page. Check out the Poppy website at poppycdn.org and look at the bugs or blueprints. We've got plenty of work to do, so always looking for contributors. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop by the OpenStack Poppy channel. Send us, we're always online, or you can send an email to the OpenStack dev list or ask on the wiki. All right, thank you.